That's right.
And in these states, all of our lives matter.
Including yours.
We are one race, and that's the human race. And the only color President Trump sees is green.
Ching-ching.
And he wants you to have some of it. Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president. Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president. Trump's your president. So get over it. Stop crying like a baby and a little bitch. You mad that come off. That is him trying to tell you that Trump's a ball. He's a baller. A shot caller. I hope he builds that damn wall till he taller. Build that wall. Build it tall. Protect us all before this country falls. Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president. Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president. Now you can go around acting like that Trump. Take a look in the mirror. You just got stormed. So you tell your friends to draw a line in the sand to make the children scream you and him like you the man. So let me tell you something that you really need to know. A lot of your fans vote for Trump, so maybe you need to go. So tell the NFL they should stand up and still a kneeling on the flag trying to pull us up. And they can take a knee and kneel during halftime, but don't do it on our watch time or our time. It's sad that you had to use racism to make a connect, but with our rhyme, we're just keeping you in check.
Ooh, y'all.
Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president. Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president.
Hello, Diamond. Part 2.
Now we don't care if you black, white, or pinstripe. If you are a Republican or Democrat. If you are a liberal or conservative. If you are gay or straight. If you are an American citizen. In case you don't know. In case you forgot. In case you suffering from amnesia. Guess what? Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president. Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president. So take a look around and what do you see? The same old bullshit staring back at you and me.
The Senate, the Congress, the Democrats side, some in the Republican camp, it's all the same guy.
To all the haters, the race baiters, the agitators, and the demonstrators.
Even the ones that want to leave cause they're really whack. Pack your coat, pack your hat, don't you come back.
And when the president decided to drain the swamp to benefit people even if you're in a dump.
Lower taxes, more money, jobs from overseas, immigration enforcement, no more freebies.
Believe that and don't forget it.
Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president. Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president. Trump's your president. He's a baller, baby. He's your president. He's your president. And he's gonna win again. He's your president. He's your president. It's about time that you melted down snowflakes. Take a seat, listen up, sip it up with some taste. Trump's your president. He's your president. He's your president.
Because Trump is the man with the master plan, and all he wants to do is make America great again.
Boom, y'all. Boom. Yes, President Trump. Trump is your president. I'm so grateful that he is the president of these United States of America. Oh, yes. I know we got some road judges up there that think they the president, think somebody done elected them, voted for them and elected them. But no. It's Trump. Trump's Yo President. You can go to trumpshowpresident.com. That's trumpshowpresident.com. You can download a song, use it as a ringtone so you can get your boogie on, okay? That's what you can do. Welcome, you all. Welcome to the Diamond Silk Chit Chat Live Show. I'm your host, Silk, and you're my co-host, my Diamond Dream Team. And as Diamond would always say, it takes a team to build a dream. So I want you to stop what you're doing right now. Yep, stop what you're doing right now. Like and share this broadcast, this podcast. Let them know that Silk is on the air. You all tonight, we're going to be talking to the Healing for the Ages panel. Yes, it's Dr. Artist, Dr. Ely, Dr. Group. Yes, and Dr. Schmidt. You all, yes. So let everybody know that we're going to be talking about a lot of little different things. Y'all know how it gets when the panel come on the show. All right. Don't forget to download the Vocal app. The LindellTV app is 2 different apps, and it's absolutely free, so we can stay updated, connected, and informed. Shout out to LindellTV, RSBN Network, Blessed News Network, Diamond and Silk Network, all of the different networks that's streaming or allowing the show onto their platform. I truly do appreciate it. Let me know right quick. I want to know, look at my chat lines and see who's in the house. I want to know where you watching the show from. Let me know where you watching the show from. You just put your state there, okay? Don't put your whole address because I can't come to your house. I can't come to your house. No, I can't. They're not going to let me come to your house. So let me know. Let's see who's in the house. I see North Carolina is in the house. Who else is in the house? Mobile, Alabama is in the house. Las Vegas is in the house. Who else? California is in the house. Yes, New Jersey is in the house. Virginia is in the house. Iowa is in the house. Texas is in the house. Okay, hold on here. I got to go to the next one. I got to go over here. I got all of these different chat lines up, y'all. Yes, yes, yes. I see you, sweetheart. Yes, Arkansas is in the house. Hey, sweetheart. Yeah. Yeah, California is in the house. Virginia, DC, hey, sweetheart, is in the house. Thank you all so much for being here, being a part of the show. I truly, truly do appreciate it. Now, you all know we have a movie. We have a movie called Pardon Me, the Beverly B. Williams story. That's Pardon Me, the Beverly B. Williams story. And I got a small 30-second clips real quick that I want my producer to please play the clip.
Now I need you to count back from 10.
10, 9, 8, 7.
All right, you all. The movie is streaming right now. You can rent the movie at watchpardonme.com. That's watchpardonme.com. You can see the different locations that a lot of the churches and different venues has gotten together and said, no. We're going to screen the movie to our audience. We're going to screen the movie to our congregation. So there are different locations there at the website that you can see. I know they have Ohio, Atlanta, Georgia, Philadelphia, Tennessee, Charlotte, North Carolina, Florida. Yeah. They have all of these different places. You all can go there to see the movie and be with like-minded people. Okay. But you got to go to watchpardonme.com to get your ticket. All right. That's to get your ticket. If you don't want to go nowhere, you don't feel like getting dressed up, then guess what? You can rent the movie, stream the movie right there at watchpardonme.com. Okay. All right, you all. Now let's go ahead on and get this party started. Right. Yes. Please, you all, welcome to the show, the Healing for the Ages panel. Dr. Artist, Dr. Ely, and Dr. Group. Hello.
Hello, Silk. It's great to be with you.
Yes, it is so great for you all to be here. I'm grateful that you all are here. I hope I don't get dizzy over there looking at Dr. Group. He rolling. I hope he ain't driving. Yeah, because I saw somebody doing that the other day. No, okay. All right, so you all, let's go ahead on and get into this. Dr. Ely, you look like you have something to say, Dr. Ely. What do you have to say?
I think Dr. Ely's always got something to say. I think he's frozen at the moment.
He's frozen? Okay, well, y'all go ahead on and unfreeze him. Yeah, he's frozen. He got a whole lot to say. Yeah. Okay, group. Yeah, while they unfreezing him, Dr. Group, what do you have to say? You guys, you walking around, you getting your exercise on and everything. Where you at?
Well, let me show you where I'm at. I'm actually in Indonesia. I'm in Bali right now. And you can see there's a waterfall behind me right here. And I've been doing training for 3 years, so for everybody around the world, really, to bring new technology around the theme of what we're doing at Healing for the Ages, what we've done in the past and what we're doing this year in the future, which our theme is Make Yourself Healthy Again. And for 3 years, I've been traveling the world looking for the grand masters and studying the ancient healing arts, the ones that are not in the last 100 years that we've been really forced down our throat to adhere to. But I wanted to find the methods that were used for thousands and thousands of years. And this dates back to ancient Ayurvedic and ancient Chinese medicine. And it all comes down, it took me 3 years to be able to find and train with the grand masters, because it's kind of like martial arts. You got to start as a baby and work your way up. But I've been fascinated, and I'm going to share this information with everybody this year at Healing for the Ages, that when you get to the highest level of health and training and longevity, and even with the grand masters, they teach people how to become immortal. That might sound insane, but that's the level that you can get to of creating immortality. And really at that level, you're not using anything but love, and you're using energy, and you're using the earth, and you're processing that throughout your body. What's happened with society, as you know, Silk, is that we've disconnected from ourselves. We've disconnected from loving ourselves. We've disconnected from taking care of ourselves. We've disconnected from our mind. Our mind is distracted in so many different areas out there. Our body is toxic and being poisoned. Our soul is toxic and being poisoned. In every religious text, I think the Bible, somebody told me the Bible mentions meditation like 40 to 60 times and prayer, right? Every religious text talks about prayer and meditation and going inside of ourselves, knowing ourselves, feeling our heart, feeling our body, feeling our mind, feeling our soul. And in the ancient days, they taught us methods to do that, to go into deep meditation, to go into deep prayer, to cleanse our body with energy, to create the vibration of love within each one of our cells. So it's going to be fascinating this year for me to be able to share 3 years worth of research. Fascinating this year for me to be able to share people how to bring themselves up to the next level. You know what's going on, right? Planet. This is the time, so this is the time. This is God's calling, saying it's time for you to wake up and take responsibility for your own health. Detoxify your body, detoxify your mind, detoxify your soul. Get back in yourself and create that vibration and that energy of love and healing. And we have the power to create our own healing environment, our own bubble of health and happiness, regardless of what the government's doing, what's going on in the world. We need to disconnect from that and start focusing on ourselves. And we're going to teach everybody how to do that. We did it at the first Ages Conference, the second Ages Conference, and this one. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this, now is the time for you to make the decision right now to start taking care of your own self, start taking care of your own family, and start creating that bubble of health and happiness within your life.
That's right. Speaking of the conference, Healing for the Ages Conference, you all, is October the 23rd through the 25th. You can go to healingfortheages.com. That's healingfortheages.com. You can use promo code DIAMOND in order to get the 30% off, you all, 30% discount at checkout when you use promo code DIAMOND. Once again, that's Healing for the Ages Conference happening there in Dallas, Texas, October the 23rd through the 25th, y'all. I want you to go register now, get your tickets while the getting is good. You all get it, because these conferences is important. They are very, very important. And I'm telling you all, if you've never been to one, you want to make sure that you be at this one. I mean, especially are you going to be in the woods too, Dr. Groove?
I've been living in the jungle, literally in the jungle, and up in the mountains, and working with these grandmasters and these teachers. They don't like living in the cities, right? Because the energy's not good there. So they live like
Right.
next to water, and they live up in the mountains. And so that's kind of been my expedition in my journey, because I want to learn the ancient technologies, and that's what we need to bring back. I mean, look, these are proven technologies that worked for 4,000 years, but they've been
Yeah.
lost. They've been suppressed. And these
Yeah.
are these are ways that people get back in tune with their own body and take back the responsibility that they need to create. We're going through a transformation. I think we all know that right now.
Yeah.
God creates chaos, pain, and trauma and suffering to wake people up. And that's exactly, starting with the pandemic, what has happened. It's a wake up call. It's God shaking everybody and saying, listen, when you have symptoms, it's your body trying to tell you something. You
Tell
need to
you
listen
something.
to your body. Don't run to the doctor over there, the cult of Asclepius, where they're going to give you a symptom to cover up whatever you're feeling inside your system. It's really, pain and trauma and suffering and chaos is actually a very transformational thing. When we go through that in our lives, the problem is we're not paying attention to it, and we're not learning from it, and we're not growing from it, and we're not becoming a better person, and we're not listening to it. That's what mindfulness is listening to the environment, listening to your body,
Yeah.
understanding what's going on. And we have a poisonous food supply, a poisonous water supply, and we have the minds being manipulated by the media, which information is actually the biggest weapon ever created against humanity, because that information has what's convinced us to go eat fast food, to go get vaccinated,
Right.
to
Yeah.
poison ourselves. Basically, they've convinced us to poison our own body and our own mind and our own soul. And that has to change. This is the great awakening that we're going through right now. This is the transformation. And what we
Yeah.
want to do is help people understand that and help people transform to that life that they want to live. People are unhappy. People are depressed. People have anxiety. People are stressed out. The majority of people living in the world right now, 98% of the people living in the world right now are at least 10 to 15 pounds or more overweight. That's a serious issue. And when that happens, people are not happy with themselves. They can't look in the mirror and say, you know what, I love myself. I ask people that
Mm.
question, when's the last time you looked in the mirror and you actually loved yourself? And they say, well, that was
Mhm.
back when I was in high school, when I was a cheerleader or a football player. This is a transition that we're going through right now. It's a good transition. It's a great
Yeah.
transition. But it's all in how we view things. If we view this
Right.
as a bunch of pain and trauma and suffering, then that's what's going to manifest. If we view this as how can we transform the energy, the vibration, the love. How
Yeah.
can we start loving our neighbor again? How can we start loving ourselves again? How can we detoxify the parasites from our body, the chemicals and heavy metals from our body, the nanotech? So we Aegis team runs the largest transhumanism research team in the world. We started that years ago. We've been tracking the phases of the transhumanism agenda that's been going on, of course, with the nanotechnology and the nanobots and the spider silks and the hydrogels and all this stuff activated. They want us all
Rocky
connected to the cloud. Basically, we already are the quantum dots connected to the cloud. We were the first
Mm-hmm.
ones to figure out how to start removing this stuff from the system. Right now, with our research team, we are very confident to say that 10, every single person in the world right now is already 10% machine, because we
Yeah.
can't find anyone, vaxxed or non-vaxxed, that doesn't have nanotechnology in their body. And the nanotech
Mm.
is everywhere. So you can go to the grocery store and pick out toilet
Mhm.
paper, toothpaste, hairbrushes, anything from the grocery store, and you can find nanotech in it, which means they've sprayed it everywhere in the air. They put it everywhere in the water. And so it's not about what has nanotech and what doesn't have nanotech anymore. It's about what activates nanotech and how to continually detox it from your body. And that's why we have the full
Oh,
protein cleanse. That's why we
yep.
have the EDTA. That's why we have all
Biodefense.
these things. So people need to be detoxing their body, detoxing their mind, detoxing their soul on a regular basis. And that's, there's always a solution for every situation. And that's what the Ages team does. We come up with very simple and easy solutions for you. And this year is going to be a massive revealing of what people can do, the latest changes with the transhumanism agenda and how that's affecting society, what you can do to prevent it, and very easy, simple, free solutions of how
Wow.
to take your own body back, how to prevent aging, how to increase longevity, how to keep your body detox, your mind detox, and how to take back your own power. Make yourself
Incredible.
healthy again.
Make yourself healthy again. All right. Wow. Dr. Artist, do you have anything to add to any of that or what you got to say about it? Wow.
Just drop the mic now. Just drop the mic in
Yes.
Indonesia. Dr. Group, this is the most I've heard from him for weeks because he's traveling all over the world in the jungles. It's pretty awesome. I cannot wait to see him levitate into the conference up onto the stage. It's going to be amazing. He has been on a very spiritual journey, and I cannot wait to learn from him, hug him, and hug the rest of you guys that are going to be there. It's going to be an amazing opportunity, and I hope all of you watching can tune in. And if you can't show up and be there in person, at least get the virtual tickets. This is going to be a really powerful revealing of truth, hope, and most of it is, like Dr. Group just said, most of it's unplugging or getting stuff out of your life. It's not about having to add things to it. It's to actually remove
Right.
things. And as Dr. Group was initially talking, the first thing I thought before he eventually got there was, I really think what's been replaced is the love of being entertained versus spending time with yourself and getting to know yourself
Yes.
and loving yourself. And if you get back to that, oh my God, your ability to expand and provide value to the world and all those around you expands because you love yourself enough to want to bring love and attention and awareness to others that they too can experience the life you're experiencing. And that's exactly
Right.
why we've come together as a group to present the information called Healing for the Ages.
Yeah. There have been really, truly a big disconnect when it comes down to humanity. And when they did that with the COVID scam and wanted you to stand 6 feet apart and stay away from other human beings and be scared of other human beings, that really separated the love. It separated that energy that we have whenever we are together as a race of people. And so it's good to be able to disconnect from what they've instilled in us and connect back to what God has ordained, which is really love. It's really for us to love thy neighbor. We're supposed to love each other. And I can tell that a whole part, a whole part of that is missing. But I also see this, gentlemen. I see people, it seems like they're going out of their mind. It's like they're out of their mind. It's like they don't know that they're here. The way people talk to other people, the way people treat other people, and the way people act to other people, it's like they're out of their mind. So this man-made bioengineered weaponry, and then with all of the decades upon decades of all of this stuff being instilled in us, would you all say that that is the issue behind people mentally acting like a fool?
Yeah, I'll speak to that a little bit. I actually am convinced that they're attempting to create disharmony, which is what you see in the communications of people with other human beings. You create disharmony by actually changing their perspective on life through mind control and programming. So I believe a lot of the mind control MK Ultra technologies you've probably all heard about if you're watching this platform for any period. There is programming through the media. There is programming through newspaper, radio, announcements, books, preachers, ministers, all kinds of. If you are continuing to create disharmony and distrust, you do that through the art of war, what's one of the greatest phrases taken from the art of war? You divide to conquer.
And conquer.
So they're continuing to create ways to divide us, to not trust each other as a human race and as a human
Right.
family. And they do it in religion. They do it in healthcare. They do it in alternative healthcare versus conventional medicine, vaxxed versus the anti-vaxxed. Those who, it's just nonstop. Race, it doesn't matter what it is, where you live, what county you're in, what state you're in. It's the red versus the blue states. It's always division, create division,
Right.
divide, conquer, and make everybody hate each other, distrust each other, and believe they are better than other people. And this is what Dr. Group's getting back to is once you get grounded, spend time in nature and unplug from the massive amount of just media onslaught through social media, television, programs, you name it. They are constantly driving a narrative to create division and distrust with everyone around you if they don't see something in some respects or sphere. If you don't see it the same way as them, don't trust them, don't talk to them, don't spend time with them. They're not even human. And I'm not joking. One time I got on a plane and a guy got on the plane and said, "Hi, I'm Dr. So-and-so." And I said, "Hi, I'm Dr. Artist." This is in 2009. I said, "Have a seat." And he was so excited, takes off his trench coat, puts it up above the seat there in the little carry-on area. He sits down and he goes, "So, Dr. Artist, I'm so excited to sit next to another doctor. We're flying from Nashville to Seattle. It's like a 4-hour flight." He was so excited he got to sit next to a doctor. And then this guy did this. "What kind of doctor are you, Dr. Artist?" I said, "I'm a chiropractor. What kind of doctor are you?" I'm not even joking, Silk. This guy turned his head, looked at the floor, and didn't even want to look at me anymore. Just looked straight ahead, didn't have anything else to say. And I am staring at him like my face is up against you on the screen about 2 inches. I'm about 2 inches from his face, staring him in the face. And I went like this. Hey, what's wrong with you? I just told you I was a chiropractor. What kind of doctor are you? And he's like, "Oh, I didn't know you were a chiropractor." And I said, "What difference does that make?" And he goes, "Well, I'm a medical doctor. I thought you were a medical doctor." And I said, "Hold up. Because I told you I was a chiropractor, does that mean you have no way of speaking to me on any level of life that we would have in common because we're not even human? Are you telling me you have nothing you can say to me or talk to me about because we don't have the same degree?" Hold up. I said, "Hold on. What kind of doctor are you?" And he goes, "I'm a medical doctor." "No, what's your specialty?" "I'm an endocrinologist." And then he said this, "I'm actually the president of Vanderbilt's medical school." And I said, "Oh, why didn't you say that? I'm going to call you president for the rest of this flight." And I have to tell you, Silk, I constantly had to badger him to talk to me because all of a sudden there was an inability for this man who knows English to speak to another human who knows English, has grown up, been born in America, lived in America. There is nothing in the world we have in common that we could ever talk about. So it was blinders on. Don't look at him. Don't turn at him. Don't acknowledge he's in the seat next to me. I cannot talk to him. And that's exactly what programming has done. And I think they have made sure they wanted to create division. It is so much easier to split up a family, divide a country, divide a human family by nitpicking anything. And as Group is learning, as he's traveling the world, guess what? He's realizing being up in the mountains and in these jungles, that all the crap y'all are listening to in the media here, it doesn't matter whatsoever. It has no impact on life. We make it mean something in our lives, and then we go defend those ideas, and it has nothing to do with reality or life. They are creating an illusion of hate, distrust, disharmony, and all of that leads to disease. And if you can get back to being quiet, still, spend time in nature, get out and hug your chickens, Silk, you will realize the rest of the crap in the media and those frequencies and those airways disappears, and life is so much less anxious, so much less stressful. And oh my God, you now can love life again and see the beauty in all of it. And that's what he's experiencing as he's traveling around the world.
Incredible. That's incredible. You are absolutely right, because it can be hacked. Unfortunately, that's my lifestyle now. It's the computer, it's the social media, it's getting prepared for the show, it's the media. And sometimes I do have to go and disconnect. I'm like, baby, I'm going out here with the chickens, and he don't like me to go outside by myself. So he bring my chair so that I can sit out there with the chicken and just let them graze, and I can just listen to the wind. I can listen to the birds. I can just listen to whatever I need to listen to. In my chair so that I can sit out there with the chicken and just let them graze. Listen to the birds. To and just of mine.
Silk and Dr. Group, I would just like to say there is nothing wrong with computers, social media, television. There's nothing wrong with it.
Right.
However, the majority of you watching this program right now, live completely out of balance and you spend the majority of your lifetime being controlled, listening, and spending time inside those very
Right.
negative narratives. So you
Yep.
need to find
Yep.
balance. Notice, Dr. Group has not spent the majority of his 29 years of being alive. Yeah, he's only 29. I know. He's 29 years old. He has not spent the majority of those 29 years running around Bali, running around the Maldives, Croatia. He has not done that. He just told you he spent the last 3 years, and then he has slowly been taking steps to enhance his own spirituality, his own growth and knowledge. And he could have never done that and reached where he is now if he spent majority of his life being worried about what's on social media, what's on YouTube, what's in the news. He just really wouldn't be able to do that. And all of us, him and I, Dr. Illy, Dr. Jana, we have all intentionally found ways to balance our life. For me, it is unplugging and going outside and being in nature. That's really what it is, and spending time with my kids and nothing else. And for Dr. Group, he loves going and spending time with all these great healing masters and monks all over the world, and climbing up and sleeping under a waterfall, you know, hanging out with these guys in robes and just humming for hours. You know, that's where he gets his balance in life. It's pretty awesome. And all of us have something that will do that for us, and you should figure out what that is and spend time doing that, and life will become way less stressful. Yep, it'll be incredible. Yep.
I was saying, even fishing, going fishing, just getting away from it all, going fishing and just being around the beautiful water and just seeing the fish just, you know, just swim in the water and the ducks and all of that. It's really, really incredible. So, Dr. Group, let me ask you this question while you're on your quest. Have you came across any stones, any different types of stones while you're going in the mountains, in the jungle, in the woods? Is there any specific type of stones? I don't know. It just came to my mind to ask you that question.
Well, it's funny you ask that, because stones are very important, especially in the ancient cultures, and crystals are as well for different types of healing. So yes, I've come across lots of stones, lots of crystals, but ultimately done a lot of research on the philosopher's stone, which is very interesting. And I studied that a long time ago. The philosopher's stone was the stone of immortality and the stone of healing. And over time, as an alchemist or as a master healer or teacher, you would learn how to make the specific stone. The stone is actually made from all natural products, and it takes a long time to make. However, there's a mystery behind the philosopher's stone that the philosopher's stone that you read about in the history books is actually for real. You can touch the philosopher's stone to any metal and it turns to gold. There's a white philosopher's stone and there's a red philosopher's stone. The red philosopher's stone will turn any metal to gold. Now, I actually, after 30 years of studying and researching, it's kind of like a treasure hunt on how to make the philosopher's stone. You have to go in and you have to do deep levels of meditation and prayer, and then eventually the final part of the formula comes to you. The final part of the formula came to me a year ago. Now, I haven't actually made the stone yet, but interesting, the main ingredient, I'll let everybody know the ingredient of making the philosopher's is the alchemist's urine. So that means your own urine actually makes the philosopher's stone. But coming across all kinds of interesting stuff, but the reason why it's just so secretive is that anyone who knows somebody that knows how to make the philosopher's stone in the past history, the thousands and thousands of years ago, that person would be taken, or that person would be killed off by the royal families, or taken into the royal families to actually produce gold for the kingdom. So you don't want to really be advertising that you have a philosopher's stone. But here's the thing for the philosopher's stone. It wasn't necessarily wanted because of immortality. They wanted it, the kings and the queens wanted it, and the rulers wanted it because of the immortality. See, this is when you get to the high level. In the Bible, people live 400, 600, 800 years. That's my question. I want to know what they were doing. I want to know how they were living that long. And the grandmasters have been teaching me certain types of qigong exercises, certain types of breathing exercises, certain types of grounding exercises like white dragon breathing and stuff like that, where it preserves your cells in the state that they are. So they end up you can preserve your life. Incredible. I've learned techniques where you can heal any disease in 15 minutes. There was a hospital in China, and I don't know, you guys probably saw the videos. A lot of them I heard were taken offline, but there's videos in China where there was a hospital. And some of these people that I've been training with actually worked at that hospital. And there was a video of the people would travel from all over the world with cancer. So there was a video of a guy with a grapefruit-sized tumor. And when you're trained in energy, I'm not talking Reiki and I'm not talking this. This is about love energy. The highest level of energy production is love energy.
Love,
and that's why
yeah.
the ancient Chinese, the Taoist healing arts, talk about sacred lovemaking. And it's not sex like you would think, you know, like what we've been taught, which has been completely turned upside down starting 100 years ago with all this pounding and, you know, really hardcore stuff. In the ancient days, it was called sacred lovemaking, and it was used exactly that, to produce the sacred frequency of love, the vibration of love within your body. And so that would heal. There was all kinds of, you know, I've been learning all these different types of techniques to where you could heal any disease within 15 minutes, and including, or let me just say within 15 minutes to 15 days. I don't know what the term, I don't know the significance behind the 15 on that, but it was between 15 minutes and 15 days. And that's been proven in the Chinese hospitals. They were using ancient Taoism healing energy techniques. So that's the kind of stuff that I'm going to be sharing at Healing for the Ages.
Wow.
And what Dr. Artis was talking about is the division. So the satanic cults of people that are in charge, that run the World Economic Forum, Bill Gates, you know, all these, you know, you could even say that, you know, they might even be part reptilian. These individuals figured out that all the whole human race runs off of two things, okay? Everybody's lives runs off of two things: time and decisions, right?
Yeah.
So time is the only asset that you can never get back. Once it's gone, it's gone. Okay, so these evil individuals figured out that if they can manipulate and control people's time and people's decisions, right? Because everything you do all day long is a decision. Like, whoa, what time am I going to wake up in the morning? Oh, what am I going to make for breakfast? Am I going to eat the salad, or am I going to have the cheeseburger and French fries? Like, you make so many decisions every single day that you don't even realize how many decisions you're making. And every decision that you make is directly related to time, right? So if you make a decision, you're going to go work out, you're going to work out for a specific amount of time. If you're going to eat, you know, a salad versus a piece of fruit, or you're going to go to a restaurant and sit down, that's going to be determined on the amount of time that you're doing. So what they realized was, if we can control people's decisions and we can control the time, we take them away from their spiritual connection. We take them away from themselves. We can control their body. Actually, so how do they control the decisions you make, and how do they control your time? All of that is done. That's why I said earlier, information is actually disinformation, I should say. Disinformation is the biggest weapon ever created. It has killed more people than all the wars put together, all the vaccines, all the prescription medications, everything. Disinformation, because disinformation works on the two things that they wanted to control to begin with, which is time and decisions. You know how many people that I've had, the millions, the millionaires and the billionaires and stuff, that people that have come to see me and Brian, and we always ask them, do you have any regrets in your life? And they say, you know, I worked so hard. I'm now 60 years old. If there was one thing I could have back, because we say, if you could have one thing back, what would it be? And they would say time. I wish I would have spent more time on my health. I wish I would have spent more time with my kids. I wish I would have spent more time with now I'm on my sixth wife. I've been divorced 6 times because they don't. Balance. It's about balance, like
Yeah,
what Dr. Artis was saying earlier.
yeah,
You got to balance out your spiritual life. You got to balance out the health in
yeah,
your life. You got to balance out your work life. You got to work.
yeah.
You balance out your relationship life. And
But
so
Dr.
that's what it's
Drew,
all about, and that's what we're going to be teaching.
speaking of time, it's time for me to go to break. So I got to go ahead on and make the right decision to go to break. But when we come back, I want to hear from Dr. Artis about this stevia being used as a birth control, population control herb. Okay, when we come back. So we'll be right back with more Diamond and Silk Chit Chat.
Welcome to Vocal, the free speech social app that gives you a platform to amplify your voice. Speak freely, connect boldly, and be part of a growing movement for truth, faith, and freedom. Want to know what's happening right now? The Now Playing feature shows you exactly who's live and what's streaming in real time. Check out the show's feed, a non-stop lineup including LindellTV News 24/7, shows and on-demand programming all in one place. Connect with your favorite host and never miss a show. Explore the featured page for quick access to LindellTV's top shows. Follow your favorites and watch their newest content flow right into your feed. And when they go live on Vocal, you can join the live chat and be part of the action. Ask questions, share your thoughts, even help shape future shows. Stay informed on issues around securing our elections by following your state's Cause of America account. Join a group and connect on a deeper level, from faith and freedom to the future of our nation. Go to vocal.com or download the app today and be a part of the mission to save our country.
To celebrate our newest launch, Rev 7, I'm bringing you an amazing introductory offer, plus an exclusive overstock sale that you're not going to want to miss. Rev 7 is our premium energy drink that tastes great and gives you energy all day with no jitters and no crashes. That's because there's no sugar and no caffeine. I'm so sure you're going to love Rev 7 that for a limited time you can try our 3-pack absolutely free. Or check out our Percale bed sheets. I can't believe I'm even going to say this. Every color, every style, every size, only $29.88. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to save 20% on our Rev 7 12-packs or try our introductory 3-pack absolutely free. And our Percale bed sheets, all sizes, only $29.88, even the queens and kings. Inventory is extremely limited, so order now. Whether it's being a weekend warrior or spending time with your family, feeling your best is the key to doing the things you love. That's why I'm excited to tell you about Nirvanta. It's a natural solution designed to help you stay active and live well naturally. Nirvanta is a topical blend of all natural essential oils like frankincense, myrrh, and a proprietary gold standard plant stock extract. It's perfect for your hands, feet, knees, back, or anywhere else that needs a little extra care. Use Nirvanta proactively as part of your daily maintenance routine, and you're guaranteed you're going to feel the difference. Simply massage Nirvanta in for at least 60 seconds, 2 to 3 times a day to get the best results. And if you're not completely satisfied, you get your money back. No questions asked. There's simply no risk and no reason not to try Nirvanta today. Right now, you get 15% off with code Lindell exclusively at nirvantahealth.com. So stop reaching out for that medicine cabinet. Get Nirvanta instead and experience the difference. Go to nirvantahealth.com. Use code Lindell to get 15% off today. Nirvanta Health. Live well naturally. With everybody talking about making America healthy again, I thought today'd be a great day to talk to all my fellow patriots about the importance of making your homes healthy again. Well, we have proudly partnered with airwaterhealing.com and their revolutionary whole home air purification system. The V3 from Air Water Healing does 3,000 square feet of purification. It eliminates dust, mold, viruses, and odors. But here's the part I love. They require no filters to ever be changed and virtually no maintenance. Whether you suffer from asthma, allergies, seasonal bronchitis, or just want to protect your family from the flu or even greater threats, don't wait to get your V3 from airwaterhealing.com today. Use code Lindell for 20% off in savings and free shipping. That's promo code Lindell at airwaterhealing.com. Too many pharmacies and insurance companies are blocking the medications that actually work. That's why I recommend All Family Pharmacy. They give you access to treatments like ivermectin now, starting at just $2 a capsule. They also have methylene blue, hydroxychloroquine, and so much more. They're helping you stay prepared, and they've dropped their prices by 25%. Also use promo code Lindell10, you save even more. Go to allfamilypharmacy.com/Lindell. Use promo code Lindell10 and get the medicine you need.
All right, y'all. And don't forget to also go to healingfortheages.com. That's healingfortheages.com to be a part of the Healing for the Ages conference coming up October the 23rd through the 25th. Be sure to use promo code DIAMOND in order to get a 30% discount at checkout. All right. That's promo code DIAMOND in order to get a 30% discount. Healingfortheages.com. All right. You all, now welcome back, Dr. Artist, to the show, you all. And Dr. Group. Okay, Dr. Group, I'm going to go ahead on and let you go so you can finish peddling around out there with everything that you got going on. Let everybody know how they can, just stay in contact with you. Do you have a social media platform or anything, Dr. Group?
Yeah, I have a Dr. Group official on Facebook, and then also a YouTube channel that people can go to, which is just the Dr. Group YouTube channel. They can go to drgroup.com. If anyone's interested in learning, that we have a school called the Global Healing Institute that we're teaching all of this high-tech knowledge to. But really, just do not miss the Ages Conference in October. I mean, guys, this is a necessity. Like, we're going to give you all the tools, and we're going to walk you through how you can completely change your life, like we did in the last two. We just really appreciate you, Silk, and all of the things that you've been doing for humanity too. And I appreciate all of the listeners that are out there. Thank you so much. But just remember one thing: a decision is only a nanosecond away. Now is the time to make yourself healthy again, and now is the time to make those decisions. You can literally make a decision right now, this second, to start making yourself healthy again. Please do that.
That's right. Thank you so much, Dr. Group, and God bless you. Love you, darling. Bye-bye. Yes, make the decision to go to the Healing for the Ages conference, October the 23rd through the 25th, by going to healingfortheages.com. All right, Dr. Artist. I want to talk about the stevia. That's that sweetener, right? Is it like aspartame?
Yes.
Dr. Artist. I want to that's that sweet. Is it like
It was a $2 billion Donald Rumsfeld when he was used to be the director of the FDA. Actually, he allowed aspartame to be added to our food supply, already having information that it was a known cancer-causing agent. So yes, this is similar to that, but there's been no lawsuits like I'm about to talk about. They probably will come, but I want you to know what I've learned recently was something that is very shocking and has obviously made it to your desk and made it to your ears. I actually just today recorded this first time ever presentation for the Dr. Artist Show, and it will go out next week on how stevia, this all natural sweetener alternative to sugar, is a known substance to cause infertility, miscarriages, and obesity. And I show you in the presentation exactly how it does it. And I had to know how it did it because I would hear rumors, Silk, around the world for the last few years that stevia had been published to be used in groups around the world where Dr. Group is traveling. Did you know that in civilizations like South America and Southeast Asia, if someone became pregnant unwantingly, they would give them stevia leaves to chew as a contraceptive and an abortifacient, meaning it will induce an abortion. All right, so
I was just thinking that.
Let me explain to you how it works, because all of you out there, I didn't know how it worked. I just had this told to me, and I was like, you know what? If this is true, I've got to figure it out. Okay, so Silk, have you ever heard of something called the morning after pill?
Yes. I heard of it.
Now, this is very important. One of the brand named morning after pills, meaning you've had sex, you think you might be pregnant, so you go buy this drug or get a drug, you take it, and it will make sure you abort a baby if you have been made fertile with a baby. Okay.
I got you.
All right.
Okay.
So the term is abortifacient. How the drug works, if you go look it up, these drugs that induce an abortion are called progesterone receptor antagonists. Very specific. If you type in drugs.com, Silk, progesterone receptor antagonist, these drugs that your medical doctor can prescribe to you that induce a abortion, is what they are called, progesterone receptor antagonists. Guess what stevia is known to medical science to be? A progesterone receptor antagonist. And so I want to explain to you how this works.
Okay.
You have progesterone receptors on your eggs for a female. You have progesterone receptors in the uterus of a female. You have progesterone receptors on the sperm coming from a man. Silk, did you know, I learned this very recently, did you know that sperm in the man isn't swimming? And it doesn't swim until it's in the vaginal canal of the woman. And this term is capacitation. Okay, I learned all this. I was like, wait, it's not already swimming? I didn't know this. All right, so once it gets into the woman, these progesterone receptors on the sperm draw in calcium into the sperm, and calcium is what activates the sperm to swim. It's called motility. Those are progesterone receptors that receive calcium to make it start to swim so it can go find an egg to fertilize so you can have a baby. Guess what stevia blocks? These receptors are called cat spur on a sperm receptors. They're progesterone receptors, and they're blocked to receive calcium by stevia. The same drug that are called progesterone receptor antagonists that induce abortions, look it up on drugs.com, is exactly what stevia does. And did you know that in 1968, I don't know when you were born, I'm not going to ask you live on here, but Silk, in 1968, which is 8 years before, well, it's many years actually, almost 20 years before I was born. Oh, actually, I was born in 1976, so it's 8 years before I was born. They did studies with stevia and found that when a mammal eats stevia, it can make them infertile for 50 to 60 days later after one dose.
Oh my God.
Now, just so you know, this is important. I wanted children. I have 5 kids. You've met my wife, Jane. You've been in our home. We have a total of 8 kids. There's some things that are just really, I'm really passionate about, and having families for those who find that something they want. I want them to be able to do that. And Silk, I know you have an appreciation for the scriptures. What did God say to Adam and Eve when he kicked them out of the garden? Multiply and replenish the earth, you two.
Yeah. Be fruitful and multiply.
Very good. All right. Now you have in the natural sphere, people going, you know what? I see and read all this stuff that stevia is a better natural sweetener without calories than sugar. And we are seeing plummeting. Silk, I looked up all the stats. I went through the presentations from 2025. Every country in the world has declining infertility rates this year compared to last year, and they continue to fall. It is insane to me. I just want to make sure you were warned. You might want to avoid it.
Yeah. Okay. I got 10 seconds on this. If you are 4 or 5 months pregnant and you're taking this stevia, start taking this stevia, will that cause you to abort your baby, to lose your baby?
1,000%. And anybody who's pregnant and is consuming stevia, you better watch my presentation I just filmed, because the research was done with 25,000 nanograms. Do you know in chewing gum with stevia, they put 3.3 million nanograms of stevia in there? That's 130 times the amount in the study. Yes, you can abort the baby.
Wow, we're going to have to bring you back so we can pick up this conversation, because the average person don't even know this, Dr. Artist. You all can go to thedrartistshow.com. the.artistshow.com. You all to go ahead on and purchase that biodefense, the foreign protein, and the EDTA. I absolutely love those three products. Dr. Artist, I want to say thank you so much for being part of the show. God bless you, sir. Love you.
God bless you. And get to Healing
All
for the
right,
Ages in October.
Yeah, Healing for the Ages, you all. Healing for the Ages Conference, October 23rd through the 25th. Use promo code DIAMOND to get 30% off at checkout. That's healingfortheages.com. Also, you all don't forget every day at 11:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we stop what we're doing and we pray. I pray for you. You pray for me. We pray for each other. Pray for President Trump. Pray for our country and pray for God to heal the land. So in the meantime and in between time, I look forward to seeing you next time right here on Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Live. Bye-bye.